If you're like me, you've got big hopes and dreams, but many of you never take the first steps towards achieving them. Today, I'm here to motivate you so you can take those first steps and start achieving those big dreams. Let's cook. My name is Brian Clewin, and I'm a filmmaker and entrepreneur that's been featured in Variety and Deadline after my first feature film, Bloodsuckers and the Grimoire, came out through Cineverse last year. We were able to do that because I took many first steps. And it all started back in the early days of my life when I would play with action figures. I would set up massive worlds with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and eventually my Star Wars action figures when they were remade in 1995. That period of time was where my imagination learned how to create these giant worlds, and I would take the stories that I loved, like Star Wars, and I would then be able to tell my own stories about these characters and these things. And that really made my childhood this place where I could escape from reality. And I think that's what I still am most attracted to about filmmaking. Is it's this place where I can be the most imaginative person I could possibly be. And really connect with other human beings, talk about the human experience from different perspectives. And I think people get hung up on this idea that the only stories are these world-changing stories, but like, we all have our own stories, and they're all important and they're all great, and all of them deserve to be told. And I think they can teach you a lot about the human experience, the world we're living in, the people that live in this world. You know, it's hard when you're a filmmaker to find a way to get things made. So we live in this beautiful time where you as an artist can step into the arena with any artist and tell your story, tell the stories that you want to tell. But it requires you to take a first step. It means that you have to create something, and then you can share it with the world instantaneously. Not only can you share it with the world instantaneously, but you can share it with the world for free instantaneously. This is a thing that's never been possible in all of history, where you can reach the same audience, the same connectedness, the same level of mass appeal as somebody who has millions of dollars to spend on something. So that playing field has been leveled. And it really comes down to you telling your story, taking the time to figure out what it is that you can bring to the world. What value can you add to people's lives? Are you able to motivate them to live a healthier life? Are you able to motivate them to go make more money, to start a business, to be more entrepreneurial? Are you able to get people to create something and believe in themselves in a way that they've never before believed in themselves? You have to believe in yourself more than anything. You have to be the biggest advocate for yourself. You have to show up. You have to do the work. Those are things you hear a lot now. You see, it's like a cliche. It's like, show up, do the work. The reason people say that, and the reason it's become so cliche, is because it's the only thing that matters. Is once you figure out what story it is you want to tell, you need to be able to start doing the work of, how am I going to tell this story? Is it going to be a picture? Is it going to be a video? Is it going to be short form content? Is it going to be long form content? We have all these different ways of expressing ourselves, all these different ways of getting our stories out into the world and reaching the audience we're looking for. I think it's time for you to sit down and ask yourself, what story do I want to tell? What is my story? What is the brand that is me? And once you figure that out, the message that you're putting into all your content, the way it looks, the style, the form it takes, is it educational? Is it entertainment? Those things all start to come into focus, and it becomes so much easier to be consistent when you know exactly what it is you're trying to achieve, who your audience is that you're trying to connect with. Are these people who are looking for education? Are these people who are looking to be entertained? There's so many other different ways of breaking down how to find your niche, but you'll never find it if you don't start doing the work. And the first step is saying, I'm going to start posting content, or I'm going to start writing the screenplay I want to write. I'm going to make that first short film. I'm going to make my first feature film. And once you commit to those things, all your energy should be committed to learning the process and doing the work to make those things happen, taking those first steps. So if you stuck around to the end of this video, I'd like for you to tell me what kind of content you're hoping to make, what kind of art you're trying to make, if you're trying to build a brand, if you're trying to make a feature film, if you're trying to make your first short film, and ask me any questions you have about the process. I'm here to answer any questions, and I'd love to stay connected with all of you. So please like, subscribe, comment if you can, and I look forward to seeing you guys later.